Hello! Welcome to Arcana Drive. My name is Arcana, and I've spent quite literally hours today gathering fucking resources to trade and fuck around and find out. Where's the... Yeah, I've traded with this guy, and it wasn't really worth it. I traded with the other guys, and it wasn't really worth it. I traded with this guy, and it wasn't worth it at all. Go inside. Yeah. No. Keep going. Just waiting for him to work. There we go. Yeah, I thought that cooldown was time-based. It's not! Yeah, I can do all this shit. I don't know what any of that is. We're two in the final stretch for me to figure that fucking shit out. Yeah. We have no sand. We have glass. No sugarcane, no paper, no coal, no iron. We have nothing left. Yay! So that's good. I'm now gonna take a boat the fuck out of here. I guess I'll grab this and see if I can merge stuff. I don't know how to use books in this fucking game. I was meant to Google it before I hit record and I didn't because I'm running out of time to make dinner. I'm streaming at 6 p.m. today. You'll probably be seeing this after that stream. Which is fine. But ooh, it does mean I have to make dinner at 4. And I thought, oh, why don't... Instead of making like something nice and quick like sandwiches, my favorite, I thought I would make a curry, which takes me a while to make because I'm very forgetful. So yeah, I have 10 minutes until it's 4. I have 9 minutes until it's 4. I meant to start cooking at 4 to be cooked, ready, and eaten by 6. It's looking unlikely. I'm not gonna start at 4. I'm gonna have to start after. But like, I'm literally gonna like press end and you're gonna like... Well, you're not, because I'll start the recording. But... Now look, all our shit is gone. God, I don't know if I have to put all these fucking axes. But it's okay, because I'm taking all of these. No. Cool. Yeah, okay. Do I use this? Can I do this and... I guess that's just a better axe. Can I just do this and this? Entertainment costs 10? Damn, wait. Protection and unbreaking. What? What? I can't even add these together? Dude, what the fuck? Okay. Can I fix this at least? Did that make it worse? I'm gonna pretend it didn't. Piercing 1 is probably... Okay, let's look at our swords. Okay, can I add this shit together? Yes! Power 3. That's a bow thing. Oh, our bow! Where's our bow? There it is. So our bow has more than that. Oh my god, we're going to fight the Ender Dragon! Okay, let's put the shitty... Stop it. The shitty ones away. You're better than this. You're better than this. You're better than that. I guess I'd like to repair my axe. I'll do that last, I guess. So we have flame. I don't know what flame is. Can I add... Is this how you do books? No! How the fuck do you do books? Let me Google. Let me voice search this. I'm really scraggly today, I don't know why. How to use enchanted books in Minecraft. Let's find out. Place an anvil, put your desired item in the first slot and the enchanted book in the second. Right, well we've got flame. What can flame be added to? Anything can't... Yes! So I have a lot of those. So I guess we can't do that. Piercing 1. Can we add that to this? Oops. No! What about this? Probably not. Okay, so axes... Fire aspect 1. That's this, right? You can set things on fire. Yes! Sharpness 3. We want that. Yes! Flame, we can't use. Piercing 1 and power 3 would be for this. Can I add it? Power 4, punch 1. That would be a waste of my fucking money. Piercing 1. Okay, yay. I guess I'll just add these two together. I bought this, I don't give a fuck about it. There goes all our fucking levels! But that's fine. Okay, yay. I'm gonna pull a chest out of here and dump it here and dump a lot of shit in it, because I have a lot of shit in my inventory, as you can see. I should have enchanted my, thingy. Oh well. I don't give a fuck about that. We don't need emeralds where we're going. I need to wear that, though. I'm gonna put that away, and I guess I'll use one of our shiny new ones. There's this and this. This nasty shit. Well, I guess I'll wear it till we get there, actually. Here's our fit. My voice broke. I, like, choked. Girl who can sing. Here's my fit. I can't sing. But I find it funny to do shit like that. Okay, yay! Let's go in a minute. This is everything. No, we need all our, boink, 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 boink. What are they called? Arrows. Oh my god! I'm so excited! I've never fought the fucking Ender Dragon before! Is there anything else? I guess potions would be good, but I don't fucking have them. Let's go sleepy! Sleepy time! Sleepy! Yeah! Hello, cats! I'm not used to this sleeping animation. I've been playing a lot of Bedrock. Sleeping at Bedrock is scary. It's like you get fucking concussed. Goodbye, kitty. Goodbye, Uppy and Kitty. I didn't know we had 4. Goodbye, kitties. Upstairs. Goodbye, parrot number 1 and parrot number 2. Goodbye, Uppy. We have another Uppy? Oh, we have 2. Sorry, I forgot that the cat was an Uppy. I gotta turn this game off of peaceful. Goodbye, Strider. Goodbye. Goodbye, dead people, our dog, and my gas. Aww. Our dearest gas and our wolf, who I was gonna build a crypt for, but... Well, I was just gonna go mining, actually. I'm lying to you. That's home. We need this one. This one goes not home. I wonder... I doubt we'll get there. We have like 5 minutes to the end of the episode. I doubt we'll get there. But it'd be nice if we did. I didn't bring a fucking boat! Oh god! I guess I'll leave us on peaceful till we get there. I don't give a fuck. Like, what's... Okay. What's gonna happen? Ooh, you might not find a zombie. Yeah. Because fucking walking back to the stronghold that you've already marked down is like the hardest part. Anyway, at the end of the last episode, I said I'd talk a little bit about the Netflix series Dahmer. As I disclaimed in the last episode, I didn't, like, number 1, I don't have streaming services. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't pay for any of them. I don't use them. I don't have family. We're poor. We don't be using that shit. But I used to live with 10 people. And when you live with 10 people, most of them do have Netflix. And so when the Dahmer series came out, I had no interest. I was slightly curious, I guess, because like I said, I grew up around all that kind of stuff. I know these cases relatively well. As in I've never like researched them, but you know, they've been discussed topics a lot in my household. I probably know Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer more intimately than I know my father. But those are just the books that my mom had, and those are the books I read as a kid. Arguably a bad decision, and she probably should have kept an eye on what I was pulling off the bookshelf. But hey, I read Stephen King's It as a child too, when I couldn't understand most of the words. Luckily for a couple scenes, sugarcane. That means. Then again, I didn't come in. Hello, Uppy. I didn't come in that direction, so it makes sense. Yeah, so I had like a little interest in seeing it because I was like, where is this gonna go? But to me, I don't like the let's pick a Hollywood pretty boy to play serial killer thing. Zac Efron was like fine in the because my mom watched that show and I was also present for her watching. No, fuck! Oh god! I thought I was gonna die, but I didn't. What was I saying? Yeah. I don't remember watching much of that show with my mom. It was on cable. On our, like, thing that we pay for. My mom watched it. And she was like, he was really good. I don't know. I can't remember. They don't look alike. Which, like, I don't think should be the point. I don't know. Anyway, so I had, like, I guess a little interest in seeing the show. Because I wondered what angle it was going to take. But again, like, the Hollywood pretty boy as, serial killer doesn't vibe well with me. Not because I don't think the Hollywood pretty boys can't act necessarily. I don't know enough about them to disclaim that. I don't think that one's appearance or, like, typecasting or, like, audience perception is, a factor of their, like, ability to act or not act. But with the reputation that serial killers have started to garner of, like, you know, the true crime stands, I guess it is, I think it's not morally reprehensible, but I think it's a questionable decision to further into that by having the portrayal be a, like I said, quote unquote Hollywood pretty boy. I think it's like a dangerous decision because it just kind of fuels that fire, I think, unnecessarily. My tummy is rumbling because I hungry for dinner. Oh. Wait. Okay, so like right here. Okay. I don't have the goods for that, big man. Let's just see if I drown. Yeah, so like I said, I was interested, but I don't even own any of the services that it would be on anyway. And so that was kind of me, shit out of luck, right? Well, I walk into our living room and my housemates are watching it and commenting on it. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'll sit on the settee and also, like, watch this. Can I do this and breathe? I can't. So I was sat watching it and it didn't feel like a very honest portrayal of the ongoings. I guess that's my first, like, criticism. I'm not gonna know when I get there, am I? Yeah, this is about where my lodestone is. Yeah, it didn't scream accurate to me in a lot of ways. I can't remember in what order I had these thoughts. I'm scared that I'm missing where it is. But for example, there was one bit where it mentioned... Was it John Wayne Gacy, maybe? It mentioned... Oh my god, we're here in the nick of time! Oh my god, yay! Okay, I'll wander around and finish my rant, and then Next episode, we'll jump in and we'll be there. Oh my fucking god. I feel like I should take more blocks. So I guess I'll mine the shit out of this tomorrow morning. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to get around. But, yeah, there were some, like, weird inaccuracies. Like I said, it mentioned John Wayne Gacy and something about him that was just, like, the timelines didn't add up for that. It was like, no, because that's not how that worked. But for me, like, it was very hollow on a lot of its points. It had this one episode that is genuinely disgusting. Like, I'm not one of these people that tends to turn around and be like, this media is disgusting. Like, I tend to be like, well, I think it depends. Obviously I have my things. There are things that I'm like, no, I think this is just weird, like, pedo content, right? Like, what's it called? That one with the girl that's dating her teacher, but she's, like, 6. And he's, like, a teacher. That one. Obviously, you know, but most of the time I'm like, oh, well, you know, I think it depends, blah, blah. We need to know, like, why the creator made that and, like, how people are responding to it and, like, the creator's intent versus the audience's reception or, like, different things, blah, blah, blah. This show, may the creators go to hell. They have this episode where, keep in mind, this was a real serial killer who really killed these people. For whatever reason, they have this episode where he has, like, a meet cute with this, like, one of his victims who was this, I think is he deaf? I think he might be. He's some form of disabled and he's black. And that matters a lot in that time period. It matters a lot now. But they have this, like, meet cute and then, like, start, like, you know, dating each other and blah, blah. And there's this, like, oh, will Jeffrey give up the serial killing? And, like, for a brief moment, I was like, oh, well, Jeffrey... And then I'm like, Jeffrey Dahmer is real, right? So I spent the whole, like... There was, like, a little moment where I was like, oh, well, this is kind of cute. And then I'm like, no, this is a real story. This is batshit. So I obviously, like I said, have, like, an intimate awareness of how, like, all this works. Not professional, maybe not even good. Like, I would hardly be willing to retell the crimes of Dahmer. I just, like, know details here and there, especially because, like, I don't really care about knowing about this stuff nowadays. But the 2 girls on the sea with me from my house, they didn't know shit. So this was their first experience of everything. And they were having this, like, aw, one of them turns around and was like, oh yeah, I hope he stops serial killing so he can, like, date this guy in peace. And I'm like, no! No! Look, that's the intended effect of the episode, don't get me wrong. Like, the episode wants you to go, oh, will Jeffrey put away his evil ways to find true love? This was a guy he tortured and murdered! I'm fine. Like, I'm not mad. I'm literally not. I think that's morally reprehensible. I think they're going to hell. I seriously think that however many, like, the family, like, they spoke out a little about it. They spoke out a lot about it, but, like, Netflix needs to go to hell. Everyone on the show needs to go to hell. Ryan Murphy, going to hell. The little fucking Hollywood twink that played him, going to hell. You're all going to hell. That was a real fucking victim, and we're playing fucking toys with, oh, will they, won't they? I don't give a fuck. You're sick in the head. And everyone who, like, watched and had the will they, won't they moment, you, like, I understand that as an audience member, like, the way that things are set up, you're meant to feel a certain way. You need to reevaluate the way that you connect with the shows you're watching. This is a guy and his victim. This guy was tortured and murdered, his body defiled, and we're having a meet cute about it? And having I hope Jeffrey gives up the serial... No, he didn't give up the serial killing, because he was a real sick and twisted bastard. He was a real fucking person, and he really fucking killed people. Why are we playing fucking toys with these real people's lives? There's one thing about wanting to tell the story and, like, oh, let's have a deep dive into Jeffrey Dahmer's psychology. Sure, this is disgusting, because this isn't even how it went down. And even if that is necessarily how it went down, should we really be, should we at any point in the show be fucking rooting for the real serial killer? Oh, well, you're not meant to do that. The fucking show was framed this way. You were meant to kind of hope that this guy, like, wouldn't reject Jeffrey for being a weird person. And it's like, no, I hope this guy fucking does reject Jeffrey because he's a weird guy. He's a serial killer. He's horrible. He's going to hell. I don't care why. Like, I have interest in, like, oh, why did Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Like, I'm very interested by that. That doesn't mean I think he's a good person or that he's not going to burn in hell. He's in hell. Like, the guy that killed him, not the best for a lot of reasons, but, like, he got a couple of, like, shave your service off of hell points for that one. Because, like, this guy was a cannibalistic, pedophilic, abusive, torturing, necrophiliac murderer. I don't know if he actually did necrophilia, I can't remember. But, like, he did enough. He preyed on vulnerable communities and kidnapped people that no one would give that much of a fuck about because of their race. And we're playing, oh, is he gonna go on a date? Like, maybe he'll give up the killing. You're telling me, and I understand, look, there's a difference between show Jeffrey Dahmer and real Jeffrey Dahmer, but I need you to understand that portrayals matter, okay? I'm getting heated. I'm gonna, like, mark the episode where the Minecraft ends. You're telling me, like, okay, if this was just a TV show, fine. It'd be, like, a bit weird. Oh, I want the guy that, like, you know, tortured and beat and killed a 14-year-old. I hope he gets off scot-free and no one ever finds crimes and he lives happy with this vulnerable man that he's manipulating because no one else likes his weird ass. I hope they end up happy. Even if that was just a TV show, I'd be like, okay, you're a bit weird for that, but that's fine. This is a real guy and this is a real victim. Just remember that when you're thinking like, oh, I hope they get to be together. No, I hope Jeffrey Dahmer is in hell. I hope it hurts. I hope he's burning extra hot right now. Like, are you? Ooh, it gets me mad. It gets me actually mad. I shouldn't have brought this up. I actually got mad. These are real fucking people. That's what gets me about all this, like, true crime shit. Is like, these are real people. I don't give a fuck. They're real people. They're real victims. It's actually atrocious. It's actually fucking atrocious. If you use Netflix, if you pay for Netflix, you can cancel your subscription anytime. You're not using it as much as you're paying for it. Just to let you know, these people are going to hell for a lot of reasons, and this is definitely one of them, just to let you know. And then they did more. Like, you know what? Just to make matters, like, okay, if you're like, well, romanticizing the story is for entertainment value. By the way, just to let you know, real people being tortured or murdered, their bodies defiled by a twisted maniac, regardless of his reasonings, shouldn't be entertainment value. Just so you know, like, these people were people. Like, they had lives, they had aspirations, they had dreams. Rub from them. Because I don't give a fuck if this guy was, like, a weird, lonely motherfucker. Like, I'm a weird, lonely motherfucker. You notice I don't have skulls in my fridge. I actually don't care if he's written, oh, well, he was lonely and a weirdo and his parents divorced. Oh my god, mine never even married. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I actually don't. If you think, like, oh, we should write Jeffrey Dahmer as, like, a sympathetic character for the audience to root for, you have to go and, like, have your, like, hard drive checked. That's crazy. Yeah, I think this guy, like, okay, sure, he had a sympathetic motivation. He was lonely. Yeah, he tortured and killed a 14-year-old. And others! And preyed on vulnerable communities to continue doing that. There's, like, I don't know. There's, like, a couple things that people can do because they're lonely that I'm like, oh, well, they're lonely and they're fucked up in the head. Kind of draw the line quite before Jeffrey Dahmer, actually. And to think, like, oh, let's make him, like, sympathetic in our fucking TV show. Hell. Damnation. Because these were real people and real victims. You should not be, as a writer, an audience member, an actor, an individual, you shouldn't be rooting for this, and you shouldn't be, like, romanticizing this, because these are real people, and these real people, like I said, had their lives and dreams robbed from them. Not just, like, robbed from them, but, like I said, torture. He would, like, inject shit into people's skulls to see if he could, like, control them. Can we be honest? You're insane for rooting for this guy. Oh, well, it's a TV show. He's a real guy. He really did this. Maybe not exactly like this. Worse. He really did this, though. And that, like, the victim has relatives, like, alive now. By the way, and alive at the time, who had to, like, see not just that on the show, because they probably weren't watching it, but, like, to see the way people were reacting. People were tweeting, like, oh, I hope they get to... No, Jeffrey killed him. Yeah, of course he killed him. He's the killer guy. Yeah, I just think Netflix is overpriced, and you could probably... You can buy DVDs. If you want to watch something, you can buy DVDs. Hello, Squid? Hurts? Okay. You can buy DVDs. There are free movies on YouTube, like, the copyright holders of the movies post them if you need to see something. You can rent stuff from places. I'm sure you can find a DVD rental place somewhere. VHS rental places still exist. Don't use Netflix. I just wouldn't if I were you. There are others too, but I don't know, personal advice, just like hot take. I just wouldn't. Anyway, thanks for watching. I have so much more to say on this, but I'm gonna cut it here because I've already been ranting for 25 fucking minutes. Let me know, I guess, what you think about all this stuff, this true crime stuff, what your opinion is. Are you a true crime fan? Do you watch anyone on YouTube or any documentaries? And what do you think? Are you critical of them? Or do you think it's fine? Does it depend? What do you think of, like I said, the censorship words last time, like saying unalived and, self-delete and gay men? What do you think of all that stuff? Let me know. I do actually like talking about this stuff. I know I just got really angry and yelled. I won't yell at you if you disagree with me. I'm yelling now because no one's talking to me. I'm a lot more respectful to talk to. But I did get heated thinking about this. But that's okay. We all have our moments. Anyway,